Where is your brother?
I'm looking for us to pick that.
So you've been stealing from me? Caesar!
The girl is mine. You heard that?
I want you to tell your wife that the girl is yours.
My name is Winn. I'm a filmmaker, partly TV presenter as well. Filmmaking started for me way back. I realized I have the ambition to do movies because I just enjoy watching movies and I wonder how it's done. So I was curious enough, straight from SHS. I went to a film school and then I studied directing and writing. So that was how it started. Over the years, I've worked with a couple of production houses, Van Nussman Production, Royal Film, and a couple of production I might have forgotten. So basically, that's how filmmaking has been, and the industry is not really helping.
I can still marry you and make babies with you. Joyce, forgive me. Allow me to correct my mistakes and make babies with you. I love you. I'm sorry.
It's too late.
Joyce, I want you back, please. Please, Joyce.
Yeah. Meet Benjamin, my fiancé. Then meet my friend Ken, or should I say my runaway boyfriend, my runaway ex-boyfriend.
Hi, how are you?
Yeah, so being in the industry as a young filmmaker is not very easy because you're competing with grown-ups, people who are matured in the game they've done it for over a longer period of time. As an underground filmmaker, the challenges I should say very, very, very bad. Firstly, I remember we were shooting a movie and then the producer is a stammerer. So we were supposed to have a permit before we could shoot even in front of someone's house. And apparently the permit didn't come and then he gave us the go ahead to shoot it. So we were on set and shooting and they had to release dogs on us. And I remember I got a very nice slap on my cheek and it was hell. Another challenge I faced was I was supposed to, I got a contract from Germany to do a documentary and I paid the editor and then he flee with the money. He's a friend, so I thought probably Charlie, come on board, make we do this thing and, the money is ready. Once I give the money to him, up until now, there's no news about him. And I had to get different editor and then the deadline was closed. It was hell. Some of the people I've worked with are John Dumelo, the veterans, Grace Northey, Jifa Gilipoi, Willie Addo, Emery Brown, a host of others, probably I might not remember right now, but it's been very challenging working with them as well because these are legends. They are, they've done this probably before I was born. So directing the director is not a joke. So I remember the very first script I wrote, Wos of Zulata, we shot it in Tamale. I gave the script to legendary Jifa, who is the deputy director for National Theatre, and she's been writing. So she was like, the script has to be good, and that is the reason I decided to do the movie for you. So it's one of the high moments for me because getting these people who are legends and I was directing them, it wasn't easy, but it was an honor, really.
I said, taking a stroll, I have been counting your steps. Your steps which become faster and faster with your aging legs.
You disappeared into thin air.
From thin air, I appear.
Yeah, in 5 years' time, I want to see myself in Hollywood, of course. We all want to go to Hollywood, doing movies that are winning Oscars and my name is worldwide. What's unique about me, I'm young. That's one thing that, a lot of people have doubts because they believe if you're young, you shouldn't be able to do what I'm doing because it it takes a lot of experience. But fortunately for me, when I was done with film school, I did lecturing. So that makes me a little different from the other young people. So apart from that, I think I have a great sense of humor. It depends on the people I'm dealing with or working with. Yes, there are different types of filmmakers or directors, I should say. There's the formalist director, there's the realistic director, and I am a realistic director. So, for instance, if I have a role for you and I want you to cry, I give you reasons why you should cry based on the movie's storyline. So you become that character, but you don't act it. So that for me is totally different from what happens. I'm not condemning it, but for me, I believe being a realistic filmmaker or director, you should be able to leave the role and not act the role. So that's the difference between me and other directors. I'm able to make you come alive, almost you end up being the character. You finish the movie and you're like, was it really me? And everyone enjoys it. So that's what will make Hollywood notice us. The fake acting is too much. Underground is an amazing show. Not because I'm on the show, because I believe if every production house would, give people platform, talented people platform to come tell their story, how they're struggling, their success story and everything. I mean, we would know that people are really working who we don't know because of valid reasons. Maybe because the person is not able to pay payola or probably get enough money to shoot a movie or whatsoever. So Underground, a show like Underground, I believe has a future. It should be supported as well, because we have a lot of talented people who are not known. Not because they are not good, but they don't have the platforms. You go to stations, or you go to the studio, or you go to auditions, and you are made to pay so much money before you are given the opportunity. But Underground is not like that. It gives talented people the free opportunity to market themselves as brands, I should put it that way. Next big thing for me, I have a TV show that I would do. It was on air last year, but because of sponsorship, it has to come off. So the next big thing for me is my TV show, and then I have a TV series that I should be shooting this year. And the German documentary I did, they would want me to do 2 movies for them. So I think the pipeline is loaded. So the next big thing for me is to be focused and make sure all these productions that I do turn out very good, and hopefully be on Underground again. Okay, for young filmmakers who want to get into directing, it's not an easy career really, because you have bigger people with so much influence, people who have money, who have stayed in the industry for so long, who don't want you in it. I would say it. They would give you all excuses not to get into it. But if you are focused, if you believe in what you have, if you are talented, you want to develop your craft, there's room for you. I'm living testimony. I was told it's not possible. You are too young. What do you know? But I have done a movie and I'm proud of it. So it's not about you making the mistake. It's about you doing it. Make mistakes, get corrected, learn, and then there you are. The next thing you know, probably have won an Oscar. So my advice for youth who are interested in being filmmakers or directors or writers, be focused, work smarter, and be prayerful.